The biological engine of the modern man is failing. Look around you. Chronic fatigue, severe drops in baseline energy, and a silent crisis in reproductive vitality are sweeping the globe. Men are relying on synthetic pills and artificial stimulants just to get through the day. But what if the ultimate masculine reset wasn't found in a pharmacy, but in the specific biochemical combination of ancient roots, dense lipids, and concentrated seeds? Today, we are exposing two supreme botanical protocols scientifically proven to optimize blood flow, support testosterone, and supercharge male cellular architecture. Welcome back to Ancient Guide. We need to talk about the male cardiovascular and reproductive systems. They are not separate entities, they are part of the exact same hydraulic machine. When a man experiences a lack of physical drive, stamina, or reproductive strength, society calls it aging. Biology calls it restricted vascular flow and nutrient starvation. If oxygenated blood cannot freely travel through your microvessels, your physical performance collapses. To fix this, ancient Eastern and Russian traditional medicine utilized specific pastes, dense biological matrices, to force the body back into a state of optimal performance. We are going to decode the two most powerful formulas. The first formulation is designed for immediate vascular expansion and hormonal support. We call it the Vascular Surge protocol. The foundation begins with raw ginger and whole lemon, including the peel. Ginger is a master botanical vasodilator. It contains compounds that actively relax the smooth muscle tissue lining your blood vessels, promoting an immediate rush of circulation. To this, we add the dark fuels, raw avocado, hazelnuts, and dark chocolate. Why dark chocolate? Because high cacao chocolate is loaded with flavonoids and l-arginine, the direct biological precursors to nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is the molecule that signals your blood vessels to open up and expand. But the true engine of this paste lies in raw, unpeeled pumpkin seeds. Clinical biology dictates that zinc is the foundational mineral for male hormonal health. It is the core building block for testosterone synthesis. Pumpkin seeds are one of the most bioavailable, dense sources of natural zinc on the planet. When you blend these ingredients together with raw honey and a touch of cinnamon, you are not making a snack. You are creating a highly concentrated, enzymatic bomb of nitric oxide and zinc. 1 spoon on an empty stomach triggers a systemic vascular awakening. However, if your goal is not just energy, but the profound enhancement of male reproductive cells, what we call the biological legacy, you must turn to the cellular vitality matrix. For generations, Middle Eastern cultures relied on a specific blend of crushed nuts and raw honey to ensure fertility and extreme stamina. Modern science has finally caught up to this ancient wisdom. The protocol requires equal parts of crushed walnuts, pistachios, peanuts, and hazelnuts, submerged entirely in high-quality, raw honey. Why is this so powerful? Let us look at the clinical data. Groundbreaking clinical trials, including extensive research published in the Biology of Reproduction journals, have isolated the walnut as a supreme biological optimizer for men. Walnuts are exceptionally high in alpha-linolenic acid, a plant-based omega-3. The studies revealed a shocking truth: men who consumed a high concentration of these specific lipids experienced massive improvements in the vitality, motility, and structural morphology of their reproductive cells. The lipid profile in these nuts literally repairs the cellular membrane of the sperm, preventing oxidative damage and ensuring absolute biological integrity. To prepare this, the nuts must be crushed, not powdered, to release their essential oils, and then folded into the raw honey. Honey is the ultimate carrier vehicle. It does not just sweeten the mixture, it preserves it. Raw honey possesses extreme antibacterial properties and a low moisture content, meaning this matrix can sit at room temperature for months without spoiling. It acts as a biological vault, protecting the fragile omega-3 fatty acids from oxidizing in the air. When you consume 1 spoon of this matrix in the morning, the simple carbohydrates in the honey provide an immediate energy spike, acting as a shuttle system to drive the heavy lipids, amino acids, and minerals directly into your cellular network. You do not need synthetic chemicals to reclaim your biological drive. You need vascular optimization and cellular fuel. Whether you choose the nitric oxide surge of the ginger and pumpkin seed protocol, or the structural reproductive support of the walnut and honey matrix, the rule is the same: 1 spoon, every single morning, on an empty stomach. Feed the engine, and watch your baseline vitality absolutely skyrocket. If you are ready to ditch the artificial stimulants and reclaim your biological heritage, hit the like button, subscribe to Ancient Guide, and tell us in the comments, which protocol are you mixing up tomorrow morning? Stay strong, and stay protected.